Well, Social Security has a big plan. And this isn't just any ordinary plan, this is historic. This is something we've been waiting for, something that's been talked about quietly behind closed doors, and now it's finally happening right in front of our eyes. Artificial intelligence is being brought into the Social Security Administration, and not just in a small way. This is full force. They are going all in. Now, this raises a huge question. Will this be a good thing? Will it be a benefit to us? Or is this going to be a disaster in the making? That's what we're going to get into today. I've got some strong opinions and I'm going to lay it all out. But first, all I ask is a quick favor. If you find these updates helpful and you like staying informed, just take a second. Hit that like button. It really helps keep this information coming. All right, now let's dive in. So, what exactly is Social Security doing right now? According to the commissioner, they are making a major shift toward artificial intelligence. And one of the biggest changes, they're adding AI to the Social Security phone systems. That's right. Soon, when you call in for help, you might not get a person, you'll get a machine, a smart one, supposedly. This news just came out, and honestly, it's got a lot of people talking. Now, let me just say, I've been pretty vocal on this channel when it comes to Social Security. Personally, I'm a bit worried about its long term future. Will it even be around in 20 or 30 years? When my time comes to collect benefits, will Social Security still be standing strong? And even if it is, will it be easy to access? Will I be able to get help when I need it? Will the app still work? Will the website crash like it has before? Will the offices even be open anymore? These are the questions I get all the time from so many of you. I've received hundreds of emails and comments over the past few months from people struggling to get in touch with Social Security. They want to know what's going on behind the scenes. Well, what's going on is this big push toward modernization. They want to make the agency more efficient. And to do that, they're putting a lot of faith into artificial intelligence. The commissioner, Frank Bisignano, told CBS News that AI is going to be the key to improving Social Security's customer service. He believes this could finally fix the wait times, the confusion, the endless phone tag we've all dealt with. But not everyone's convinced, and I get it. Just a few weeks ago, I had a family member who tried to reach out to Social Security. They had to submit some important documents. Nothing complicated, just some paperwork. But they couldn't get through. The online portal didn't work. They tried calling, nothing. They even tried to make an appointment online. There was no way to do it. No clear instructions, no tab, no email address to contact. It was a mess. So what do? Just sit and wait? Eventually, they got music on the line, just music, no agent. Then, after 15 minutes, the system hung up and told them to try again later. That's what we're dealing with. And this isn't just one story. I've heard it over and over again from you guys. Now, the commissioner says, we're bringing a massive technology effort to transform the servicing agenda. We're going to bring AI into the phone system. I intend it to be completed this year. That's the timeline. This year. But I've got to be honest, if you've ever tried using an AI phone system before, whether it's for Social Security, SNAP, a hotel, an airline, you name it, you probably already know the experience can be frustrating. Think about this. The Social Security Administration gets about 390,000 calls per day. That's right, 390,000 calls every single day. And as of April, the average wait time for those calls, 68 minutes. That's actually down from 112 minutes in January, so yeah, it's an improvement. But 68 minutes is still over an hour. Let me ask you, are you waiting on hold for over an hour? I know I wouldn't. I've called airlines before and heard, you're caller number 106 in the queue. Your estimated wait time is 173 minutes. I hung up. I canceled the reservation. I moved on. But here's the thing. I didn't need that flight. I could live without it. For someone trying to access their Social Security benefits, it's not optional. They need that money to survive. So having to wait 68 minutes or more is just unacceptable. The commissioner says, we want to meet our beneficiaries where they are. If you want to come into a field office, we'll be there. If you want to meet us on the web, we'll be there. And if you want to call us, we'll be there. Sounds nice, but let's be honest. Offices are closing. Not expanding, closing. The website has problems. And the phone? Until this AI upgrade is finished, it's chaos. And here's another kicker, according to Elon Musk. The US government wastes hundreds of millions every year just on phone systems. So the idea here is that by using artificial intelligence, the government can save money and improve service. In theory, that sounds great. But in reality, these systems have glitches. They need time to be tested, adjusted, fine-tuned. And this doesn't even address the bigger issue, accuracy. A lot of people are calling not just because they're confused, but because something is wrong. They're getting too much money or too little. Maybe their job status changed. Maybe they moved in with a relative. These little life changes can mess up your benefits in a big way, especially with SSI. And if you get an overpayment, the government comes back and claws it back, sometimes months later, leaving you stuck trying to fix it after the fact. If you had been able to make a simple phone call and talk to a human being, maybe that mistake could have been avoided, but right now, it's nearly impossible. The SSA even announced in March that all new and existing beneficiaries are going to need to go in person for identity verification, with some exceptions. That's fine, except when field offices are being shut down and in-person appointments are hard to get. And for seniors or disabled folks who don't travel well, this is a huge barrier. And again, all of this ties back to the fact that we have hundreds of thousands of calls coming in daily and not enough staff to handle them. That's where AI is supposed to step in. But the rollout won't be perfect. That's something I want to be very clear about. As AI comes in, there will be issues, there will be bugs, there will be delays. So while this is a promising change, don't expect miracles overnight. Now, let's not ignore the potential here. If done right, AI could help root calls faster. It could answer common questions, free up human agents to deal with complex cases, and reduce wait times. But it's a massive shift, and it has to be done carefully. So just be prepared. If you try to call Social Security in the next few months and it's even more confusing than usual, it's likely because they're testing this new AI system. And while the commissioner says it'll be fully operational by the end of the year, history tells us there could be delays. Now let's dig just a little deeper into why this artificial intelligence rollout at the Social Security Administration matters so much. For millions of Americans, Social Security isn't just a program, it's their lifeline. We're talking about retirees, people with disabilities, survivors, widows, and children who rely on these monthly payments to pay rent, buy groceries, cover medical bills, and just get by. When something goes wrong with a payment, or when people simply have questions about their eligibility, how to report changes, or when their next check will arrive, they need a real person to talk to, or at least a system that works. But right now, that system is failing a lot of people. Whether it's unanswered calls, long wait times, incorrect overpayment notices, or outdated websites, the frustration is real. So when the commissioner says AI is coming to fix the phones, that's not just a technical upgrade, it's a lifeline for someone who's been trying to resolve a critical issue for weeks with no luck. Now, of course, AI isn't perfect. There's concern that automated systems might misinterpret questions, hang up too soon, or redirect people in circles. Seniors especially may find it harder to navigate voice-activated systems or understand robotic replies. That's why this rollout needs to be smart, inclusive, and well-tested.